Good day, everyone. Darkness of the Stars here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, episode number 2. In the last episode, we've met every single girl that we have. Yuri, Monika, Natsuki, and Sayori. And we also got to know them better. And now it looks like we are going to be writing a poem, so let's get started. What's a good word for a story? If I was to write a story, let's see. So basically, I'm actually a story writer. I have a creative writing class right now, and I'm keeping up with a theme for every story. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go with like the words I would use for writing. Climax, vanilla, papa, awesome, massacre, cheeks, bouncy, playground, adventure. Definitely adventure. Dang it, Sayori. Okay, whatever. So Sayori likes adventure. Fluffy, melancholy, forgive, disarray, anime, lipstick, holiday, whirlwind, crimson, frightening. The crimson color is pretty good. Alright, Yuri likes that one. Universe, extraordinary, lazy, wrath, incapable, imagination, vivid, warm, friends, tenacious. Extraordinary. Dang it. Alright. So she likes that one as well. Laugh, whisper, excitement, fickle, peaceful, empty, disaster, feather, aura, infallible, aura. Cute, unrestrained, silly, unrequited, variance, starscape, beauty, bed, pure, defeat. I'd say defeat. My god. Graveyard. Zone, heart, misery, existence, dark. We have to go with it. Oh my god, Natsuki looks angry. Is it just me, or is she getting angrier as time goes on? Oh my god, I think she is. Alright, headphones, swimsuit, ribbon, dance, suicide, determination, disoriented, grief. Oh my god, Sayori, what the hell? Poof, nature, passion, cry, death, extreme, time, jump, cheer, clumsy, death. What? I honestly was thinking Yuri would like that one. Sparkle, skipping, party together, doki doki, family, sing, summer, philosophy, ambient. These go well. I'm gonna say philosophy, though. Question, despise, shiny. We have to go shiny. Secretive, raindrop, sadness, judgment. Wonderful, spinning, vertigo, rose, destiny, smile, fantasy, calm, romance, unstable. Probably unstable. Marriage, email, horror, mouse, essence, hop, desire, heartbeat, childhood, parfait. Parfait. Also, I got myself a glass of tea for this episode. Just the thought of tea actually did sound pretty good, so I got myself a nice glass of iced tea. Not warm tea, iced tea. Beautiful. I love it. So, let's see. Horror, definitely. Fear, kiss, hopeless, nibble, shopping, sunny, eternity, ocean, jumpy kitty. Eternity. Treasure, vacation, uncontrollable, special, dazzle, dream, sensation, clouds, tear, chocolate. I'm gonna say the uncontrollable sadness of losing the family in the ash train. Electricity, alone, promise, vitality, strawberry piece, flying socks, blanket, heaven sent. I don't know what that is. Let's go with electricity because I like that. Boop! After mage. I don't know what that is either. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta look this up. After mage. This is gonna be kind of slow. In after mage is not a specific term that refers to an image continuing to appear in one's vision after the exposure to the original image has ceased. Oh, one of those. Okay, I know what that is. Okay. Oh, it's after image. Oh. Not after image. Hey, welcome to Streamlam. I am B_good guy. Alright, let's see. I was writing about Black and Harmonia. Let's see. They have bliss of rejoining after being captured. Atone, Valentine, Flower, Tragedy, Vivacious, Shame, Daydream, Unending, Lucky, Hope. Let's see. Though it is a tragedy that they will probably run into the character again that kidnapped her. Games broken, portrait, contamination, rain cloud, hair, pout, kawaii, captive, and journey. They are always on a journey. Through the, let's see, flee, infinite, sugar, lust, effulgent, fester, bunny, misfortune, entropy, music. Alright, they will have the misfortune of meeting that person again. Oh, that was it. Okay, well let us save now. Alright, yeah, you guys can probably see it's currently 11:25 at night.
Like, hi again, Black Star. Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
Nah, don't worry. You got me stuck here. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Black Star. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Make you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Like Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a classroom.
Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Blackstar always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. No, messy rooms are distracting. For the one who has clothes all over their floor. Ah! And you almost set your house on fire once. You're not the only one, Sayori. I almost burnt my house down once. Okay, so we had garlic bread. It is on a piece of toast, though. I wanted it to be warmed up because I didn't want cold garlic bread. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. It comes out smoking and burnt in the plastic. I might have ruined it.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Blackstar can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Kira even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry. I'm here to save your life. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a big deal. I wouldn't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute?
So cute!
She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Okay, that's true. I don't really read all that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
You. Well, I think you can read it at your own pace. I'm sorry, I can't speak. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her, the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap. just that nice piano music just stops. It's just like, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh my god, I'm getting shivers. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. I'm sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyways?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book... I didn't get to see it! What happened? Oh, I got rid of it somehow. It's titled Portrait of Markov. So apparently you right click and it gets rid of the text so you can see the picture better. Okay, cool. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh boy. Kinda seems weird.
alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Blackstar?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She shows shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were looking forward to it.
Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip in the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah,
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
It's not that I don't want you to.
It's just something I'm not very used to. That is,
Oh, oh boy, yay. History, help me! Here we go.
it's not something I'm very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
That's helpful. Thank you, history. I was trying to get rid of something on the stream.
I see.
Oh, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
There you go again!
I mean,
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, shoulders! Oh, don't mind me, just getting distracted by them shoulders. I'm sure you guys know what that is like. Having school rules be like, oh, no shoulders allowed to be seen. Now we're touching shoulders. Oh no, I'm gonna get suspended. Oh no! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages.
Here.
Oh my. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Oh!
Here we go, guys! I think we might have got ourselves a girlfriend.
It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Where's your teacup? Come on, I'm sitting here with my tea. Can't you get your own tea? That's some good tea.
Are you ready
Eh?
to turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Oh, shit. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. I don't know what the hell these words are somewhat. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can't see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your own mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Blackstar, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Oh, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I'm sorry, I can't speak! I guess I'm more meant. That's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We, might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that, alright with you, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow, my thumb! Ow, it hurts. I think you broke my thumb, Yuri! Damn. Shit, I can't use that thumb anymore. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. After I bandage up this damn thumb. I mean, look at this. Look what she did! Look at this! Look what she did with my thumb! Ugh! It's okay, son. It's okay. I'll fix you. Hang on. Let me just snap it back a little. Just like new. That works. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. That's hard to do. You need a bookmark, dude.
Like, by the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. Remember the relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, like, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, excuse me. It must be that tea. Sorry, guys. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who did I show my poem to first? Alright, I'm gonna save. Let's see. Well, you know what? We hung out with Yuri a little bit. Let's just stick to our best friend first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Exactly! You gotta share it with your best friend first.
This is a good poem. This is a good poem, Blackstar. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. I'm not the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy to see you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Blackstar. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and... Oh, I could just hit space button. I could just hit buttons.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Oh boy. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Breakfast. Eggs and toast sounds really good now. Damn it, Sayori. God, I feel like connecting with her on an emotional level. It's like her and I are like secretly siblings. I swear we are. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah.
Next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Let's go with Yuri now. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experiences do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Ah, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I know it now.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. It wasn't gone! Sorry! Of course, that's not something.
I skipped again! Hold on. History.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's just so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, it's cursive. I can barely read this. Alright, Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? It must be this one. The last remaining straight light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. I think. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's kind of cute.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Wait. No freaking way. I swear they're listening to what I'm saying in this microphone, guys. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I totally was.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. No, I didn't. I know the point. Here's the thing. Shit, I forgot the whole poem. Oh well.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you.
Me too. Yeah, I'm gonna do the best for myself. Alright. Who's next? Oh, I can just choose him with this as well. Okay, we don't even need the mouse. Screw the mouse. I'm just gonna turn the power off on it. Alright, so get off the game so I can use the keyboard buttons. Oh, then I can also go down there, it seems. Okay. That's Suki or Monica. No, what? Monica. We kind of talked a little bit, so let's go to Monica.
Like, hi, Blackstar. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Like, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm, like, always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow at Tub. We're settled in. God, I've only been streaming an hour. I'm already tired.
Anyways, wanna share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Like, don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Like, great job, Blackstar. I was going, oh, in my head while, like, reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Yeah, it is. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. True?
That's, like, not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of stuff in writing, right? Writing that's full of, like, imagery and symbolism. Unlike, say, Yuri, who likes using simple and, like, direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's, like, very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by, like, feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of that new... It can, like, take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point.
No, I am gonna use the mouse. It's hard using keyboard.
I, like, never asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Like, don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just, like, keep exploring and learn, like, by, like, trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's, like, okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So, like, don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about expressing them or impressing them or anything. Anyways, like, do you want to, like, read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not, like, very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, like, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see.
But, like, let's
read it then. Hole in wall. Hold on. Tea. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. What the hell? That's kind of deep. I like it.
So, like, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. There's freaking cat hair all over my monitor. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's like, okay. Yeah, that like kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When like performed out loud, it can be really like powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say like I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been like influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, like something like that. I'm kind of like nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, like here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you like try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any like progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen at the same spot for like too long, you'll just like get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with like the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for like listening.
Natsuki is left. I didn't really want to do her because her voice is hard, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, Peach. Peach.
Blackstar, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
Ah, shit, I hit the home button. What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe like you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Oh my god.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Like, anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'd probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap. This is honestly the easiest to read. This is like heaven reading it. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can fly. But that's about it. I was expecting something about like us falling to our death.
Like, yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make you message any less vivid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
My god, I can't do Peach.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess I didn't. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Well, that's everyone. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Stop taking the words out of my mouth! Are we really that alike? Wow, that really grabs your character. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me by mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Sigh! I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow into frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. You're just cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you're trying to try that? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. As if I was looking for suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Blackstar did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Blackstar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Blackstar appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
I'd say you're more full of yourself, Natsuki.
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Blackstar started showing up. Wait, they grew bigger?
Shit! Oh my god, she's just making me look at boobs.
Natsuki? Like Natsuki, that's like a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me and they just noticed I was standing there.
Blackstar, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's like not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convolved for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Save! Oh, dear. Natsuki, Yuri, or Sayori. Oh, balls! Let's see. Natsuki likes it bringing out the expression, which is kind of right. But Yuri is also right, too, because then we have very expressive words that bring out the complication of all of the meanings. What the hell? What do I do? I guess I have to go with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right then. I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all! Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki feels threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how you felt. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Like, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think that, like, you should too? Ugh. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Ooh, I should have taken her side then. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Stop! Oh my god, this thing knows me well. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that! It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. No! No! Why? Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stared down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Blackstar. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki did about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. She's probably talking about her boobs being bigger. Big enough for more than one person. Yeah, you don't need to. I already have my tea. Speaking of tea. That tastes good. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to, leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Blackstar, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Blackstar, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly, it's been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah, because we're good friends. We're like brother and sister, kind of. Arm in arm, brother and sister. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Blackstar, it's nice that I get to spend time with you and the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat! I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. I think you mean, let's end this. But anyways, I am going to end this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up down below over that way. And if you're new, why not subscribe down there? Thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.